Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? This is Dex.
Queen Esther here, crowned it.
And this is another episode of Complicated Discord. Welcome back or welcome to episode, I want to say this is 16 of Complicated Discord. We getting up there. Another 4 more episodes after this. And
we're back to the Dex Files.
How you doing today, Queen?
I am doing wonderfully.
How's your week been?
I don't even know. It flew by. That's why I have to think about it. I really don't know. What about yours? Because I know yesterday was stressful.
You know what? Today at work was oddly satisfying. I was extra productive.
Oh yeah, you like these?
I do like them. But you know what the thing is? It doesn't matter. You have one of those rare facial features that can, you could put any pair of glasses on it and it looks good.
Thank you, but I know you capping because I can't. This is my look, the square, and this square is too big for my eyes, so maybe I'll go back to the other ones.
No, you look good. I promise you look good. I ain't even gonna hold you.
All right, back to me. I'm listening.
But
what about your week? Oh, for real, you had a rough one.
I had my week was off and on. Most of the time it's just dealing with, insane people saying insane people shit.
Copy. All right.
But big shout out to Pope Francis, being one of the first popes to call for the laws to protect civil union and same-sex marriage.
For LGBTQ.
Bro, that's a big thing, man, because a lot of religious people don't agree with the LGBT
marriages
community. Yeah, they you know what? I remember when I first moved to Florida, I was driving home from work one day, and I seen these people protesting, and on their signs said, "God sent the hurricanes to get rid of the fags," and I was just like, "Wow, that is hateful."
Oh. Okay. But you know what else ran across my mind though when I did see that he's co-signing for the LGBTQ community? What's behind it? Why? All of a sudden, like what's happening in 2020 for him to want to endorse it?
Here's the thing.
What's the thing? I'm
not necessarily sure if there was something behind it, but I do understand where you're coming from because the Pope isn't the entire, religious community. So of course, you had other people that's going to be sitting here like, yeah, you should say this, or nah, you shouldn't say this.
Wait, is he Catholic? Just to be sure, isn't he Catholic, Pope Francis?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, good, because it's co-signing with my thought. There we go. The whole Catholicism thing, the young lady getting signed into Congress or Senate, whatever. The Amy Coney Barrett person. Now, all of a sudden, they want to make Catholicism not look so rigid in terms of like a religious fact. So I'm like, why is he all of a sudden co-signing?
I mean, but you have to understand.
I always have to ask that question. Why?
I mean, but we're going into this assuming that he didn't always feel like that in the first place.
Why is it just coming out if he didn't? He's been hopeful.
Because there's people behind the scenes. Maybe he wasn't allowed to. Maybe he wasn't able to at some point. Because remember,
what is the reason for all of this? That's
even though he's the Pope, he got to answer to somebody.
No, I got you. But I was just like, I need to ask the question why, because I'm like, why all of a sudden?
Which kind of leads me to this next thing. I find it crazy how people use religion to benefit them when the situation warrants it, i.e. when like they were talking about what's his name, Gabriel Union and what's his name, I
don't know,
Dwayne Wade's son.
Oh, Wade and Danielle Union.
And what?
Wait, no,
Danielle Union.
What did you just call her?
Gabrielle Union.
Thank you. That's the right one. Because I was like, it's Gabrielle.
Why do you keep touching your camera? It keeps moving.
My bad. No, because it's sliding.
But remember when Dwayne Wade's when Zaya came and said, "Hey, I want to transition. This is what I am." Everybody was saying, "Oh, hey, God don't make mistakes." I mean, but here's the thing that I found funny. God don't make mistakes, but yet you want to call, the LGBT community a mistake?
Who did that?
That's what people have been saying. Like, oh, being gay is wrong. God didn't intend it, but this is the way God made me. Why is it all of a sudden now it's wrong? But when it benefits you, it's God don't make mistakes.
Because we live in the human race and they always have to categorize everything and fall under paradigms that people want you to, just to be cool and be accepted. But it goes left and right with politics, whether something's correct or not. And I think it's BS. I really do.
Bro, look, as far
I honestly feel, though, that religion and freaking politics should be separated. But I don't know why they keep being intertwined.
Because it's almost impossible. Because it's almost impossible. Huh?
Why?
Because most politicians will use their religious stance to get those that believe this to vote for them.
Yeah, we've had this conversation too before, that religion was just a basis to get people's minds to go in a certain direction.
Listen, a lot of the time, religion has always been an excuse to perform the most heinous acts in the name of God.
We talked about this on one of our prior shows. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. But and that's just. But honestly, me personally, I'm all for gay marriage and LGBT. Listen, they have the
love
right.
Is love.
They have the right or misfortune to be as happy or as miserable as the rest of us. Damn it!
I concur with that seriously, because you already know my stance on marriage.
We do know your stance on marriage, as it shouldn't exist legally.
No, not by. It's not a law thing. It's if I love you.
That's why I said legally.
Yeah, it's like, this is for taxes. Sign the paper and then go get it confirmed by the priest. Like, let's go get it confirmed by God after we've confirmed it with the law. Like, come on, think about it. No,
listen, I do absolutely agree that that marriage was made with the sole intentions of tracking us or getting a way of cheaping us out of taxes. Because all of a sudden you married, you got to file head of household. You can't file as two people anymore. But the thing is, they're taxing both people, so I feel like that's kind of a.
Yeah, it is. It's another bullshit political stance. Speaking of which, we're gonna switch that. What are you sipping on today? Is it still there?
It is. I'm sipping on Goose with a little bit of Bang energy drink. That shit is sweet as hell, to be honest with you. But
you feel nice after this?
But I mixed it with a little bit of sour apple puckers and lime juice to kind of tone down the sweetness. I'm not a huge sweet fan.
Got you. No.
So yeah, that. What about you? What you over here sipping on?
Orange juice. It's a mimosa.
Listen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but that's not a mimosa glass right there.
I know it's a Guinness glass, but I use what I got. I'm a New Yorker. Okay.
Listen, I'd have been more worried if I'd looked up and that was filled with Hennessy. I'd have been like, damn, holy shit.
No, I like my liver.
Recently, there's been an incline of fights in the world, and the crazy part is what are they over? Like, people are fighting for masks. Like, people don't want to wear masks, and apparently they are willing to catch these hands to not wear a mask. Like, and that makes no sense to me, because say we just opened back out the world for the most part. New York is about to shut down again, but go ahead. I mean, but at this point, this is the closest to normality that we've seen in almost all year.
Well, definitely, but I don't want to go into that, because I'm going to say that United States is one of the only places that's really still going through something, because we can't get it together.
But hold on, but that's my point, though. We're not able to fly. They're opening cruises again, which makes no sense to me. But hey, look, whatever.
It doesn't.
And people are saying, okay, now I can fly again. Before I couldn't, now I can. And now they're asking me to wear a mask on a flight. And I have an issue with that. I don't want to wear a mask. But my thing is, you chose to go on that flight. It doesn't make sense, because now you want to fight people. So not only are you willing to catch that fade, you're also going to be put on a no-fly list and land in jail where you have to wear a mask anyway.
But you have to wear a mask in jail too?
I would imagine if a cop is arresting, he's gonna be like, "Yo, put that mask on." Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Don't let me.
They legally allow put it into law that the police department can enforce that. If they left that more so up to citizens. But I understand where you're coming from. As far as the flight, in an airplane, you're all sharing air. You should want to protect oneself.
See, that's the thing. Even if
or other people, for that matter.
The thing is, a lot of people don't believe in it. They don't believe this coronavirus is a thing. So their mentality is, that's bullshit. Why should I wear a mask? Here's my thing. I understand you might not believe in it, but if I believe in it, what is it hurting you to put me at rest, or to put everyone else at rest? Especially if a majority of people believe and you, the one person, don't. I mean, if we're in a country of democracy, then technically you'd be the odd man out.
You haven't noticed that humans just think about themselves?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Exactly. So as long as I'm comfortable, that's all people care about.
Listen,
they don't care about the well-being of others.
One of my oldie sixes told me a rhyme a couple of years ago when I was in Hawaii. Actually, I had tried to help a soldier out, and the soldier kind of threw me under the bus. And he was like, let me tell you something, Sarn. It's a little rhyme my neighbor taught me. He said, if you have a friend that's faithful and true, you better fuck him before he can fuck you. And I was like, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Wow, that's pretty true, though. Because in the world in which we live, wow, that's sad, though. Do you find it sad, or you're more of a realist?
No, it is. It is. Listen, it is sad, because you have to understand. Listen, I'm extreme in either direction.
Right.
Either I'm all one way or I'm all the other way. And in the middle for me is hard to find. I'm not a big middle ground person.
Okay.
And I'm open to admit that. But see, here's the thing. I truly feel like it is sad where we're in a society where everyone is trying to get over on everyone else. That shows you how little trust we have for one another. And the thing is that lack of trust only creates more mistrust and ill will.
Don't you feel like that was kind of embedded into us due to the government and the way the country was built in the first place? Lack of trust? Because there's other societies out there that do have a more cohesive energy.
I'm not going to say it's because of the government so much. I mean, I do understand. No, hold on. Hear me out. I do feel like it is about the government, but the lack of trust we have is all based on shitty people doing shitty people things.
Oh, no, I've said that before. I was like, the world would be so much better if we didn't have to share with other people. It sounds fucked up. It really does. But it was like, people make living life hard. We make things hard for each other. Period. Like bills, increasing the price of food. Like, we're all trying to survive here and just live.
Bro, you remember, I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago where that guy went on, he was on he had a Supreme Court trial where he was raising the price of medication. I think it was HIV medication where people couldn't afford it. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, everyone is all about, if it makes me rich, I don't give a shit about anyone else.
Yeah, it's all about the money at the end of it. And I don't know why.
But do you know
how you going to leave it? I don't understand why people don't get that.
But everybody wants your pity when something bad happens. Like somebody will beat your ass and harass you every day for the next 6 months. And then when he gets robbed or shot one day, please, could you help me?
Yeah, he wants help. And what do you call those things when you have money for people?
What do you mean?
A GoFundMe. Yeah, they put that GoFundMe out real quick.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm cold-blooded. I will step over a nigga in a heartbeat. Could you help me? No. Have a good one. Good luck with that. I'll see you later.
You sure you want the public to see you in this light?
I'm okay with this. I already told you. I'm all one way or another. Either I fucks with you or I don't. Simple as that. Don't get me wrong. If I have no reason to, I will always help. I will always help somebody out. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing.
For instance, you said your partner said, I'm going to fuck someone else before they fuck me kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, take marriage. So you'd want to divorce a person before they divorce you? Or if you didn't want to give up the D, would you want your lady to leave you?
Wait, what do you mean what?
I'm just saying, do something bad to somebody before they do something to you. So, for example, if you've had vows with somebody and you guys walk down the aisle and this person wants to withhold sexual favors from you, and it's your partner, if your husband, your wife, of course, but your husband or wife, and they didn't want to give you the pussy or the dick, what would you do? Would you be like, I'm leaving you because that's what?
Let me see if I understand this. Are you asking me if it's okay to leave someone that you are married to because they're withholding sex.
Kinda, and because you're kind of saying like, let me do something bad before this person fucks me over. So like, before the person continuously withholds sex, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be the first person in the divorce line.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. In situations like that, you kind of gotta figure that out. You understand? Like, okay. Say you're married to somebody. Say you're married to somebody, and you guys haven't had sex in, let's say, 3 months, right? You don't notice it. It's not something that you've been paying attention to.
Mm-hmm.
But it has been happening. Now, all of a sudden, you're just gonna step out or just leave. What did you do to fix this situation?
Right.
You understand? Now, mind you, if you're dating, I can understand that a little better.
Be like, I'm out. I can't do this.
Exactly. But like, yo, listen, why am I here? Why am I here? Don't get me wrong. I love you and everything, but you do have to understand you don't want to do this. And if I go to do this with somebody else, your feelings are going to get hurt. So,
right. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, comment down below. What do you feel the right decision is? So yeah, under that pretense, I really feel like I understand where you're coming from. Yes, it has to be a conversation that's had, and it depends on whether it's a marriage or whether you're dating that person. What's up?
But you do have to understand there are specific limitations to this. For example, say you're married to somebody and they get into an accident and they're crippled.
Okay.
And now they can't have sex.
That's a love thing. That's a love thing.
And that's my point. If you love somebody, then it shouldn't matter if they're putting out or not. Now, granted,
no, you're right. Definitely. I just wanted to know people's stance on it.
Now, granted, it's going to be. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be rough. But at the end of the day, I do completely understand the fact when somebody says, you know what, we're not doing this, and this is kind of a big thing for me, so I'm gonna go.
Depart my way, go our separate ways. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. I really do get it.
What do you think about clothing and gender roles? Because I really don't feel like clothing has a gender.
That's a whole new thing. Listen, I feel like there was a time when what women wore was very, very strict. You guys had to adhere to a very strict guideline.
Below the knee.
Yeah, exactly. And then the thing is, it made the exact opposite effect where it flip-flop into being Yakuza, whatever the hell y'all want now.
What about men, though?
See, and that's the thing. Men are very, very... We have a specific line we need to go down. For example, I went to school for those who don't know, I went to school for pre-law. So I did paralegal studies, and then I finished my last class in paralegal studies on Friday, and then on Monday I started my first class in my bachelor's degree for legal studies. Right?
Congratulations!
Thank you. But while I was in this school, one of their basic things were every one of the students need to be dressed in business formal. So I had to wear soft pants, shoes, shirt, and a button-down shirt and a tie, right? And that was like one of the requirements to be going to that.
That's for a reason, though. But go ahead.
Their thing was they wanted you to dress for your job.
Exactly.
But that's the whole thing. It seemed to be only specifically tailored towards the men. Because let me give you an example. One day I wore a button-down shirt and I was running late that morning, so I ran out of the house and forgot my tie. They made a huge deal about it. And the guy, Will, that was on last week, we were in school together. The same thing happened to him, and he took that personally. He was like, yeah, but it's not fair because you have females that come in here with jeans and a button-down, and that's technically considered business formal. There were jeans, high heels, and a sweater, and that's acceptable. But yet I can't come in here without a tie. You're going to send me home for that? And more you would see the females coming in jeans or tights.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair. I definitely think that there's it's not even a thin line. It's just like what people tell you is okay. Like, I understand that you do have to have a certain like attire, especially when you're in the corporate world. I get that. But in terms of between men and women, yes, you guys are kind of stuck with a shirt and a pants. So the pants has to look a certain way, and so does the shirt. It needs to be a button down.
Exactly. But
I don't think. Did you have a button down?
I had a button down.
They should have left you alone.
I had black dress pants, shoes. I have loafers. I was wearing these loafers and a purple button down. And they were like,
okay, so you're the guy who was sitting in his office, like during his lunch period, and someone wanted to come and ask a question.
Yeah, exactly.
You're the boy. So no, I think that would have been fine. You're in class learning about legal. They need to stop.
Will, on the other hand, was like, no, this is ridiculous. He's like, you know what? If that's how you go and do it, since females can wear wherever they want, I'm gonna wear a skirt next week. And they're like, what? He's like, I'm going to wear a skirt because since she could wear a skirt and she doesn't have to wear a button down and shoes.
I need to go down the neighborhood.
He's like, I'm going to wear a skirt and some sneakers because they get to do it. Why the hell can't I? And they're like, that's not appropriate. And he's like, why not? It's still in dress code, apparently. You didn't specify what I can and cannot wear. What if I'm more comfortable?
Did you see where I was going when I stated that humans just gave themselves all these categories that they want to stick to and limitations? But I feel like all of these limitations are so outdated. But it's like, no matter what, because we're uncomfortable with change, we try to keep things the same. We're out of it. Ain't nobody got time for that, right?
But you know what? It's funny. The same thing that Will said he was going to do, this gentleman is doing. Mm-hmm. The gentleman where he's, for the past 3 years, I think it was, he's worn a skirt and shoes to his job every single day.
And he's a straight married man with 3 children.
Yeah. I didn't read too much on it, to be perfectly honest with you.
But that's what I'm saying. And he's still doing that. And it's okay. It's clothes. He could have went to work naked.
He could have, but it would be frowned upon.
No, it would be frowned upon, but he went to work in clothes. And I feel like he had that, he's showing his children, like, please don't limit yourself. What?
Technically, being naked is natural.
Exactly. We come out however we come out, but we come out naked. We do not come out with clothes on. But I feel like clothing now is to limit human beings from their desires because people do not know how to control themselves. So
you're right.
Someone as beautiful as me will walk down the street naked. People won't know how to act. Or you would get tattoos and muscle.
People would know how to act. You probably just wouldn't like how they act.
Exactly, because they wouldn't be able to control themselves and have some decorum in public.
Decorum. The world lacks decorum. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, please.
We all hope that, things get better, but it's not. It's absolutely not.
No, I just feel like it's because we always have to limit ourselves with these stupid ideas about what somebody else told us is the way to be. Like, can we come into this world with our own views? What?
Let me ask you this about limiting yourself. Do you think there's a limit to names? Like, what would you do? Where would you draw the line at naming your children?
For me personally, like, I'm sorry to my own community.
Here we go.
Not really. But I'm sorry, but I'm not. Because my name is Esther, and I really appreciate my mom for doing that, even though I hated it as a child. Because on paper, no one knows your race. Because it's like, or maybe they do. They feel like I'm white. Who knows? But something like Loquacia, I will not name my children because I feel like you're getting judged automatically. Or one of those mixed names like Chandranacia, or I don't even know how to come up with them.
Well,
but that's
this couple in Sweden named their daughter Twyfia. Now, the name comes from an internet provider in Sweden. And what happens is the internet provider put out an ad. I guess the ad was stating, if you name your child Twyfia after the internet, we will give you free service for, I guess, the 18 year of the kid's life or whatever it is. So they did it. But
was it a middle name?
It was a first name. But the good thing is the parents did say the money that they save from paying for the internet every month, they're going to put into a fund for the little girl. Yeah. Do you think it would be worth it?
I'm like, what you're seeing is me like literally writing the name in my head and trying to find a. But there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing derogatory about it. Like,
but would you name your
child Wi-Fi?
Huh?
Well, would you name your child Wi-Fi?
Yeah, sure, why not? I don't give a shit.
Exactly. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but like,
But where would you draw the line? Say like Adam and Eve put out a commercial. If you name your son or daughter Fleshlight, for every Fleshlight sold, we will go ahead and put it in the.
No, I wouldn't do it. Oh no! And then kids are really mean. They'll be that's just asking to be bullied.
So then there is a line. Then you can't say it doesn't matter. There is a line.
I mean, they used to call me Easter. I mean, kids will find a way to bully you.
You know, funny. When I first met you, your friend had told me your name was Esther, but it was spelled Easter. And me and Colby were like, that spells Easter. She's like, I know what it spells, but it's pronounced Esther. And I'm like, I don't think that's how that works.
Okay, I know exactly who that is. I'm gonna have to go talk to her.
But here's the thing. At that point, I was just kind of like, okay, maybe I'm the one that's tripping because America is kind of weird with names.
Yeah, they are, and they're very not racist, but like, racist. Because if you look at a page and you think you know the race of that person, like even like a Muslim person, and that job doesn't want Muslim people to work there. Like, I really do feel like names, they give you your history, they can give you your energy to move through life, or they can limit you very easily.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I feel like that's what parents should think about prior to them naming their children.
Everybody wants it to be cool or cute.
No, I mean, like all of those. No, man. Like, what? Come on. What would you not name your kid? I know something like Booty Hole wouldn't go.
Listen, I name my kids very nondescript names. Like, okay. Like my daughter, is named Deanna.
I like that.
The baby is called Devlin. It's very nondescript. You wouldn't be able to tell what they are.
Devilish. No, but she's super sweet. No, I get it.
But no, she's not. Listen, stop lying to these people. No, she's not.
She is, ish. No, who did she get it from? Right.
I don't know, man. Maybe her mom. Forward.
No, but at the end of the day, there's still limits to your naming your children, yes. Or you could be rich and not have someone to judge your child, and then you don't have to like really choose, you know.
You know what? Look at some of these guys. Airplane inspector, Your Majesty. Bro, some of the names they be coming up with. Oh.
No. Oh.
Pilot.
You know what? Honestly, I don't think it matters. Like I said, I feel like a name is supposed to give a child maybe some direction of their energy. Like, because a lot of people like to choose biblical names. What?
I'm sorry. This before I forget. Have you ever read Freakonomics?
Nope.
Interesting book, really interesting book. But there's a story in Freakonomics about a father who named his kids Good Guy and Bad Guy. And he wanted to see if their names directly affected the way they were brought up. And believe it or not, it did. It did, but in the opposite way that you would expect.
Oh, wow.
Good guy ended up having, going down the path of crime and
bad guys.
He was in and out of jail. And bad guy ended up being like big in the law enforcement scene. Like he was and it was crazy. It was crazy, and that it makes sense because at the end of the day, when you name someone, kids have a hard time living up to their names. A lot of the times they try so hard that it puts complexes on them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I understand that one. Yeah.
Like, imagine you name your son Adonis, and your son ends up being 4'11" and stubby with buck teeth and cross eyes. That's a hard name to live up to. Adonis?
Once again, I feel like it has to do with the overall like energy of that person to begin with, like, or perhaps how they were brought up or what they were taught. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were taught to have everyone else do everything for you, that's one thing. If you were also taught to not give a fuck about what other people have to say about you, that's another thing too. So like, I am an Adonis. Like me, I'm a queen all day. You understand what I'm saying? But that's me. That's the energy that I carry. That 4'11" person could be an Adonis.
I'm not saying they can't, but
with the Napoleon complex.
With the basis of what the world views Adonis as, especially once that person starts to learn what Adonis.
So he could redefine it. He could redefine it as an individual.
They, and that's what I'm saying. They could, but it'll either do one thing. They'll either say, "Oh my God, I can't live up to this name, Adonis." Like, I'm not an Adonis, or they'll say, "You know what? I am a goddamn Adonis. I am what I think I am, and I'm
gonna redefine the name and everything." Exactly.
Hey, E, let me ask you a question. Does what does flossing do for you? Like,
nothing.
Like, say you got a guy that's wearing all kinds of jewelry and watches and showing off his expensive car. What does that do for you?
Nothing.
I once heard a girl say, "Money makes my coochie tingle," and all I could think about is, do you like put the money there? Like, isn't that like really unhygienic?
First of all, that's a person who has no intention of earning that money theirself. I'm going to make that assumption because that's makes my money, my pussy tingle. No, money doesn't do anything for me, nor does a car, nor does a fly, necklace, none of that. We already talked about this. I'm a sapiosexual.
Well, here's the thing.
What?
Wait, did I hear a but?
No, there's no but. I'm just saying I'm a sapiosexual. There is no but. Okay. Continue.
Well, we all see videos of rappers and sports, not so much like sports stars, but a lot of rappers will they'll have expensive jewelry, watches. And actually, no, sports stars, they'll have like $8,000 watches and supercars and all that frivolous shit that apparently people need to show that they're successful.
Mm-hmm.
And
go ahead, sorry.
And there was a very interesting interview with Ocho Cinco, who stated that a lot of his stuff was fake. And when you first hear it, you're like, all right, okay. But then once you hear it, it makes a lot of sense. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play it. For those just listening, it's a video, but it's an interview. So
with Ocho Cinco, yeah.
Yeah, the aesthetics of it don't really matter.
My circle of friends was small. Being from Liberty City, friends were dudes that were in the street. So what did they already have? Money. They was already eating, so I was already around money. Watch how they maneuver. Obviously, I didn't spend that kind of way, but my grandfather was extremely cheap for some reason. And so those values and me watching them over the years, for some reason, it was already in me. So once money came, I'm always preaching about being cheap with the jewelry and the watches. I know I talked to you before about never really buying anything real. Everything was always replica. Nothing was ever real. As far as, yeah, always. Like, small example, people would always ask, even current athletes today, like, is it serious, some of the stuff that I've seen documented, is it true that you bought everything replica? It wasn't real. I said, yeah, there was no point because the women have already done their Googles. Yeah. There's really no need and there's nobody to impress. I can do the same, like Hard Knocks, where I got my earrings from.
Yeah, I remember that.
With a black card. And the whole message was, I'm still rich, I'm still me, I don't really need it. Who am I trying to impress?
Yeah.
Watches, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. What time is it real quick?
10 o'clock.
How much that cost?
Nothing.
Time. So what am I paying for? What's the point? You already got money.
To impress people.
Rappers different. They have an image to uphold, but I don't because I'm Ocho.
But they also get the fake diamonds. They also get the fake
they can. Too. But I'm Ocho. I got to a point in my career, money-wise, I was trying to think of something that I could buy that was bigger than my name alone. What? Nothing.
I'm with him. Oh my God, that was beautiful to see. Just intelligence.
Well, here's the thing, right? I kind of feel like at the end of the day, he's absolutely right. If you became, Queen Esther and you're a household name and everyone knows you, what you need a $3,000 watch for? What you need red bottoms for? Dudes and most females is still going to try to hook up with you. They're still going to try to smash regardless of whether you wear the nut because they know who you are. Why are you trying to impress them? And more importantly, if that's what it takes to get you on my team, then bro, I don't want you on my team.
No, that's facts. No, I really want to pull from what he was saying because I feel like rappers and sports not enthusiasts, but the sports players and people who are making the money, give children and people, the society, the wrong view. Well, they do give them the wrong view that we have to go buy all this stuff, but it's also another thing that a lot of them didn't come from much of anywhere, or they didn't have the teaching stating like, okay, yes, you want money, but you have to create wealth. And I think that's what a lot of sports guys don't understand, or rappers, because a lot of us come from the hood where we didn't have that teaching of what to do with your money after you get it. It's like you get the money in your hand and it burns a hole in your pocket. Let's go get the newest Jordans. No, let's go get the newest clothing, the newest stuff, but it's not necessary. What are you going to do with it? Take it back to the pawn shop and get like way less for it? I don't understand what it does.
The thing is, I don't think a lot of these guys look at some of the older upcoming. Some of the older entertainers. Look at MC Hammer, for example.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, that man was everywhere.
But he also didn't he go bankrupt?
He did. He absolutely did
because of the lack of the knowledge about how to spend your money properly.
And the thing was, he was trying to take all of his friends with him.
And that was where the mistake.
Money. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of these guys see it as, well, I need to put on that persona that I got it. But at the end of the day, honestly, I feel like even as a rapper, as long as your art speaks for itself, it don't matter if you have.
I don't know what rapper that was too. He also said he tried to take his family with him, and because people were asking where did he go in the rap industry, he was like, well, I tried to take my family with me along the way, and it's sometimes family and business don't go together. So he was just I forgot which rapper it was. Maybe like Lupe Fiasco, maybe not.
Oh, damn, he did fall off, didn't he?
Yeah, he was just out of there, and he came back and he expressed why. But I mean, look, I think that Ocho Cinco was definitely, he hit the ball out the park.
See, at the end of the day, it's kind of like I could buy a $10,000 watch, right? But let's be perfectly honest. How often am I going to wear that? Especially when I'm buying 6 and 7 of them. Where am I ever going to go where I need to flash a $10,000 watch? Ever. Let's be perfectly honest.
Nowhere. Because people who are wealthy don't dress like that. They don't put their money into those things.
Listen.
When you die, God forbid, not you, but people, when we die, we can't take this shit with us.
Speaking of somebody who knows a millionaire, this man does not wear a $12,000 watch. He wears a nice watch. Mm-hmm. It ain't $12,000.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, but that's not no one's fault but our own at the end, because we don't know. We don't go and inform ourselves about what to do. We just want to, keep up with the Joneses at the end of the day. Yeah, which is ill-informed.
That's to our detriment, though.
It's our detriment, but how are we going to change it? Like, what would change that mental concept other than other celebrities just, verbalizing the fact that we don't need to go out there and waste our money? Maybe we should build it.
Let's be perfectly honest. It's been tried. Music Soul Child didn't wear any jewelry. J. Cole, he's buying businesses and not really wearing jewelry like that. 50 Cent to a certain extent did the same thing.
See, that's the thing, but it's like still within our societies. It's like, okay, you guys made all the money and you could choose whether or not you want to buy, but we've never had anything nice. And we want to go do this. That's what I'm saying. Like, what will get this message across to our youth other than like having whomever is in the house teaching them the right way to do things?
I'm not gonna lie, that starts off with the parents, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, where is it going to begin from? Like, a lot of these kids learn the way that they function with money from within the household. Like, there's never money there. So when you get money, you're going to get that outfit you wanted. You're going to get some unnecessary thing that you don't need because you grew up without the lights being turned on regularly. Like, you just want something nice,
Yeah, you're not lying.
How are you?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of that same way to an extent. I remember when the PlayStation 1 first came out, and I still had.
Showing your age.
I am showing my age. I don't give a shit.
Period.
Deal with it. The fact that you know what a PlayStation 1 is, though, you kind of showing yours a little bit.
I don't. I've never seen it. I know that they have one, but I've never seen it.
You've never seen a PlayStation 1?
I know what the Sega Genesis, the old school one, looks like. But I do not know what a PS1 looks like.
All right, well, look. The point is,
let me go look it up.
When I seen a PS1, when it first came out, I wanted one. So I went to GameStop. Back then it was called Funko Land, That's the real showing of age.
Do I remember that? But go ahead. I'm listening.
I went and I sold I had a Nintendo, I had a Sega, I had a bunch of the systems. And I went and I sold them all. And with the money I had saved up from recycling cans and going to work with my dad, I paid the rest to buy myself a PlayStation. And the thing is, I didn't really care about much else. On my mind was, I want this PlayStation. So I bought the PlayStation and one game.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the PlayStation, an extra remote, and one game.
An extra remote. Who you was going to play with?
Absolutely no one, because the game I bought was a one-player game, apparently.
You see what I'm saying? It was just like, because you grew up in a hard knock life, kind of. It's like you want to do something nice for yourself. And I feel like that's where a lot of our community is going. It's like, okay, excuse me, we're going to build some kind of funds, not wealth. We're just going to get money in our pocket. And when we get it, we're just going to get everything nice that we see on TV. I'm going to get food. I like my food.
All females like food. All females like food. I feel like that's how you get.
That's what it looks like.
That's it. The OPS1. Listen.
Okay, I have seen it, but I didn't know that what it was.
Listen, side story. Did you know that GameStop, again, which was Funcoland at one time, they're going bankrupt? They're getting rid of all their stores?
No. Well, I would imagine because they're putting everything online.
I could not be happier. Bro, don't look at me like, don't look at me like that. Fuck GameStop.
No, what I'm saying is expand that. I mean, I believe they should go.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because even when GameStop was Funcoland, they have a terrible habit of undercutting the shit out of people. So you would go in there and buy a brand new $60 game, brand new. You would take it out the store, open it, look at the book, and be like, you know what? I don't think I want this game.
Yeah, but that's how they would make their money.
But listen to me. You go back in the store and you be like, yeah, I just bought this. I don't want this anymore. They could be like, well, we can give you $10 cash, $50 store credit.
You get more store credit and shit.
They're like, bro, I just bought this. They're like, $15 store credit. Like, you take it or leave it. And then you'll be like, you know what? Fine. I'll take the store credit. They would turn around, rewrap it. And they didn't think we knew how to do, but they would rewrap that same game and sell it as brand new again.
Okay.
Or sell it as, or even if it was pre-certified, pre-owned, but they would still sell it at like 3 times the price that you paid for it. So
being the adults that we are, and we
wait, hold on. I'm gonna need you to listen. I will fight you. Okay, I won't fight you, but it sounded good. But no, listen.
I don't get no liquid coverage, but go ahead.
So when they put out stuff that they were going out of business, one guy was like, he's like, I'll give you $4.19 for all of your stores, or I can give you store credit. And I was like, damn right.
No, I understand it, but being the adult, that acknowledge that it's to make money,
bro. But see, that's the problem. GameStop had a very, very, very good chance to stop this. People wouldn't have minded going to GameStop. But the fact is, you screw people over enough. It's kind of like, yo, fuck y'all. Like, dude, I've spent hundreds of dollars in this store. And you're going to sit here and tell me that, huh?
No, that's definitely true. People spend hundreds of dollars because they have children or they're gamers. And they don't really give back to their customer.
They don't give a shit. Let me give you a perfect example. A couple of years ago, I wanted a game called Rainbow Six Rogue. I was a huge Rainbow Six fan in the earlier games, so I figured, this would be a dope game.
I like rainbows.
Shut up.
I mean, I do, but I really love rainbows. Go ahead.
So my wife went out of her way for Christmas and bought it for me. She literally left her job at midnight to drive to GameStop when the night it dropped and got the game for me. Right? She got me the gold edition, which was like
a grip.
Like it's expensive. So I played the game the next day, and I was like, I don't really like this game. This is not what I thought it was.
Oh, and then she took that.
No, she understood. She was like, no, I get it. It's just the game isn't what you thought it would be. I took it back literally 2 days later. I played the game maybe for 15 minutes, and they're like, bro, we can give you $25. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? This is a gold edition, and the $25 store credit, bro.
Better selling that on like eBay or something.
Bro,
I get it. Want to go back to the store where you got it from. I get it.
Bro, you know how petty I am? There's times I refuse to sell a game just because they were trying to cheap me out. But you never
No.
play. I don't care. I don't care if I never play. I will take this out and throw it in the garbage and step on it and burn it before I give this back to you. That's how I feel.
Well, no, it's our hard-earned money. I get you, bro. I do.
Like, bro, they never gave a shit about the consumers. So the fact that this karma's biting them in the ass is kind of like
they're going bankrupt. That's pretty. So, but no, I mean, it's understandable. That's why Virgin Megastore went out of business. You know what I'm saying? Because everything was transitioning to like an online state. CDs what came in and went right out.
But you know where they could have made the best money during this time right here. They could have been like, you know what? Instead of spending money on a downloadable game and then find out you don't like it, we have the disc versions. Come in, rent our disc for $10, $15. If you like it, buy the game or keep that one. Just pay the game price for it.
Okay, you trying to do Blockbuster?
Yes, like Blockbuster, GameFly for like physical games. Why not though?
Because
see,
I'm gonna say this though for people like me, like I have things from like when I was literally a child and it's still in pristine condition. I take care of my things. People rent things, destroy it, and it comes back with tons of scratches. This, that, and third. Yes, it could be a used game, but they would still lose money.
But now, because remember with Blockbuster, they would take your credit card information. So if you destroyed their game, they would just take it out of your card.
Oh, that would work too. Okay, well, I don't know.
I mean, look, at the end of the day...
Who knows? They're going bankrupt.
At the end of the day, it's still a better deal for gamers. Because honestly, like I said, those games are $60, $70 for a game. And I cannot tell you how many times I've bought a game and finished the game in like 3 hours and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What am I going to do with this now?
That sounds like you got too much time on your hands.
Not anymore. I don't. But at one point, I did have too much time on my hands. I sat in my house and played video games.
Nah, you're right.
Better than me going outside and doing reckless shit. I'll tell you that much.
So wait, no, come back. We're gonna rewind this back. Other than you trying to give GameStop or Funko Land free business information, maybe we should just remember them while they're here because just like Blockbuster came in and disappeared, so did Virgin Megastore and Woolworth, and I could keep what?
I'm not gonna miss Funko Land. I am laughing at the karma because
GameStop,
excuse me, because they screwed me over so much that now it's kind of like sweet revenge. I don't give a shit. Like, good.
Nobody cares. You could buy everything online now.
You could, and that's what I've been doing. In fact, I single-handedly stopped buying physical games like 4 years ago.
Oh, really? Well, that's all you. I still like my physical games.
See, the problem with physical games are they're prone to break. And if you break a physical game, you just got to go buy a new one. You download it.
Why would you break? How? How do you break? I don't understand. How do you break?
I got kids. I've told you.
Put it up high. What are you doing? Put it up high.
Listen, low key.
Take it out the game and put it back in the package.
Listen to me. I love my kids, but low key, kids is trash, son. Kids is trash, B. Like,
come on, son. Our next generation. I'm gonna need you to stop or wrap it up.
Listen.
But we're not going to go there because the beautiful angels are here.
No. We're going to go there. Kids are low-key. Kids are trash.
Do you realize that kids are just like probably, if you believe in these things, beings that have already had life and they had another chance and they're on the way back in. So they done lived. Bro. Your babies are probably older than you and they done seen the bullshit already and be like, you know what, let me just enjoy this body while it moves before I get my joints hurt.
Let me tell you why low-key kids are trash. Kids will tell you the meanest, hurting your feelings ass shit in the world and not care about it.
Yeah, and they want everything that you're eating. That part, I don't like that because I like.
They're disrespectful, and the fact that they're cute, they be getting away with things.
Is that in your household,
bro? My daughter once told my cousin he was too fat to sit in a chair. No polish at all. No filter, just straight disrespect.
I don't know. I remember a time I was a kid on a New York City subway, and I was a cute little kid. And I remember me and my mom, we did errands all day, and I was tired. And she forgot. She didn't forget to feed me. We just didn't get to the feeding part. So we just didn't get to the feeding part of the day yet. So we're on a crowded New York City train, and people were so sweet because they saw me, and they made some space for me on the train, but me being a little asshole I was, didn't think it was big enough. So like I went like this. Like moving, like the little space that they try to make for me, I was like, I need more.
Bro, kids are trash. Like kids, yo, they don't give you no money towards bills in the house. They
That's
always
parents. You can make them little motherfuckers work early.
They always eating.
Only because they don't buy the food, so they don't understand where it comes from. But if they bought it,
they ungrateful as shit.
And you gotta clean them.
Bro, you know what? Let me give my youngest daughter, bro, let me tell you how much of an asshole this little one is. I love her to death. I love her to death. I do. But let me tell you what she does. We've been trying to potty train her, right? She will hang out with me all day. Just chill, daddy. I'm all over you. Pay me attention, right? And then she'll disappear for 15 minutes. Just disappear. And you're like, all right, cool. I get to relax for a minute. And you sit down and you get comfortable.
What did she do? Did she go she somewhere?
And then she'll come and she'll be like, Daddy, I'm sorry. And I'm like, what? I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm like, what are you sorry for? Can you change my diaper? If you know that you've done something wrong, go on the potty. You legitimately ran away from me to go poop in your diaper. And then you came back with a diaper, mind you, telling me you just took a shit in your diaper and I need to change you. Bro,
diaper.
That is the most disrespectful shit I've ever. That's like my daughter saying, I just took a shit and you got to change me, nigga. Here you go.
You just admitted you're a self-proclaimed asshole. So that means you passed it along to your beautiful angels. So you got to deal with it.
Bro,
all right?
All kids are low-key trash. All of them. All kids are terrible.
Oh, wait. You just have to feed them. So would you ever have a dog or a pet? Like,
nope.
Seriously?
Nope. Let me tell you why I will never have a pet. Because
why?
I will be a terrible pet owner. If
expand.
If I take my dog for a walk and my dog shit on your lawn, you know what just happened? My dog shit on your lawn. I'm not picking it up. Bro, you could watch me. You could sit here and watch my dog shit on your lawn. That shit's staying there. I am not picking up dog shit. I refuse.
Question.
Dog shit. No.
What about if it's on the sidewalk?
Nope. They get somebody stepping in shit. I don't care. I'm not picking it up.
I'm glad that you made the decision to not just have a
and that's exactly my point.
Respect.
And that's my point. That is how much I respect dogs. I am not going to get a pet because I know I'm not picking up after them. I'm just not doing it.
What kind of human are you?
I'm one who understands that I'm not picking up after a pet, so I'm not going to get one. You should respect that.
I respect it, but I'm just like, okay.
Let me get an example.
Wait, suppose one of the baby girls, they went she outside or doo-doo outside.
Then I'll pick that up. But my kids know better. Listen. If
she dipped out on you to go take a shit.
If my daughter shits outside, then I might take her to the ASPCA and drop her ass off too. Like, listen. All I'm saying is, a lot of pet owners are irresponsible as shit. Yeah. I've posted pictures. You've seen me go out there and work with my homeboy Todd when he does his
the pet owners are no more irresponsible than the government.
Listen. I go work with my homeboy Todd. By the way, shout out to Fine and Detail Landscaping out in Orlando, Florida. Dope as hell. He does Orlando. He does Kissimmee. He does landscape architecture. Dope as hell. Go check him out.
Nice.
But I've gone and I've helped him out on weekends whenever some of his guys can't make it, right? Mm-hmm. And because he knows I don't know shit about like doing lawns, he'll be like, bro, you could just mow. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not a mow. I mow this lawn.
You could just do what?
Mow. He'd be like, bro, go just mow. Here's the mower. Mow the lawn. I'm like, all right, cool. I could mow a lawn. Like he gives me like the medial task. Hey, bro, dig this hole, mow this lawn, move this.
Yeah, physical labor. Got you.
Yeah,
do a hard shit so I can go and make it look pretty.
Exactly. So what happens is he'll be like, hey, bro, mow this lawn. And what will happen is I'll mow people's lawn and people will know that you have someone to come and do your lawn. They'll have pets and then there'll be dog shit everywhere.
Oh, no.
Me, had I been a landscaper, I'd be like, bro, look, I am going to charge you $35 for every pile of shit I see here. If you don't want that, then clean it up. If you know I'm coming over, it is plainly disrespectful to not pick up your dog shit. That's my point.
That's different. That's just like if someone's coming to do something in my apartment, I'm tidying up completely. Like, that's ridiculous. If you want to do an efficient job.
And that's my point. That's my point. Most doggone, not most, a fair amount of doggos are absolute garbage. They won't clean up after the dogs, and they'll expect landscapers to do it, and that's ridiculous. Me, I know my limits. I'm not picking up after a dog, and I have a landscaper, so I am not going to do that to him or myself. Because I'm being for real. If my dog shit on your lawn, you just have shit on your lawn.
I understand.
Right.
That's effed up because as a person who has lived in the house, owned the home, whatever, if somebody just leaves like dog doo-doo on your lawn, is that appropriate? That's not fair.
It's not appropriate.
If it's their dogs on their lawn that you're going to mow, that's different.
What this guy used to do this to me. He used to bring his dog and try to shit on my lawn, and my wife caught him one day and was like, "Hey, nigga, hey, yo, no, we have kids." And that's my point. I don't want your dog shitting on my lawn. And I know if I have my dog, it's going to shit on your lawn and I'm not going to pick it up. So,
but I'm saying, like, in general, like, isn't that rude though to like have somebody shit on the lawn and leave it there?
It's rude. But the thing is, like I said, I think it's gross to pick up dog shit.
Double standard.
So no, it's not a double standard. It's not. It's a single standard. It's disrespectful and rude. But that's my point. I understand where I stand, so I refuse to own a dog to where I have to force you to fight me to pick up dog shit that I'm not going to pick up anyway.
Got you. Now I completely understand. I get it, and I respect you for making that acknowledgement because there's people out here who get animals, pets, and then they just don't take care of them.
Because I'm going to be honest with you, I would love a dog. I've been telling my wife for years, babe. I would love a dog. I want a pit bull. I want a French bulldog. I would love a dog.
Get a bully. Get a tricolor bully instead of just a regular pit bull.
I want a blue nose.
We'll get a blue nose pit.
The point
is,
whatever. If I get a dog, it's going to shit wherever it shits and it's going to stay there. So I would prefer when I get my dog to have acres of land where I can say, go out and shit where you want and I don't got to pick it up and I don't got to worry about stepping on it.
I just said the other day, I'm not even going to lie, because living in New York with a whole dog is difficult. You have to leave your house so it can use the restroom.
Yeah, exactly.
So no, I totally understand. I want a house where it could go use the doggy door in the back, like go walk yourself.
Yeah,
I understand.
Listen, go 6 miles down there, shit wherever you want to shit. As long as I don't got to pick it up, we good, bro. But that's the truth. I love dogs. I just refuse to pick up dog shit, and I will fight over it. I will fight. I don't care who it is. It could be Lou Ferrigno. Pick up that dog shit. Nope. It could be Mike Tyson. Get your dog shit. Nah, nigga, you just have to. I'm gonna just take that fade. I'm gonna catch that fade.
Okay,
but
listen.
You gonna still pick up the dog shit?
Did I touch your nerve? I feel like I touched your nerve.
You know what you did? Because I hate having to dodge fucking dog shit minefields when I'm helping my friend mow lawns. Like it's
breathe in deep. Take a shot. I'm breathing.
Listen, I got PTSD, bro.
Nam Yoho Rengekyo. You got this.
You know what? Let me tell you. One time I refused to. I was like, bro, I'm done. He's like, what? I'm done, bro. It's like 8 dog turns that I've went by already. I'm done. Her lawn just ain't gonna get mowed for like that's it. I'm done. You gonna have to finish. I'm not doing it anymore.
Okay, let's leave the dog doo-doo alone. It's such leave it alone. We want you to be relaxed in a relaxed state. We're supposed to be having a nice conversation.
I'm relaxed. I just, feel
don't like dog shit. Got it.
No, I just feel strongly about ridiculous owners that do that shit. And so I refuse to be a ridiculous owner, so I'm not gonna get a dog.
I really wish most of the people in my neighborhood felt that way.
But
there are landmines everywhere.
As much as kids are low-key trash, people are high-key trash.
Mm-hmm. Really? I agree. What do you think about Kanye West?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you?
Shut up, Siri. Wasn't nobody talking to you? No, but Kanye West feels like the show SNL put black people against black people. Just based on that topic alone, that sentence alone, how do you feel?
Kanye West has no space to talk about shit as far as I'm concerned. This is a disrespectful nigga that walks up on stage and says, hang on a second, somebody else should have won. This is the disrespectful nigga that says slavery was a choice. This is the disrespectful nigga that said, Harriet Tubman ain't do shit but sit.
Oh, she also perpetuated slavery because she sold some of our people off.
Bro,
Yeah, I remember when he said that strippiness. Oh my goodness.
Bro, you market off of saying dumb shit, but now all of a sudden somebody says F Kanye West and you want to get in your feelings? Like, don't nobody got no mercy and pity for you.
I was dumbing out when I actually saw his name on the polls.
Bro, listen.
It makes you just think about the world so much more differently. Like, everything is so accessible and it's not that big.
You know what's even crazier?
What?
You know some nigga somewhere is going to vote for him.
I'm not going to go there right now because, like, there's also an electoral college, so it wouldn't matter either way.
Kanye West 2020.
He already tried that. It's not going to happen. But he's not going to. Well,
look, listen, I understand everyone is entitled to feel their own way when their name is being mentioned. I respect that. I just kind of feel like, bro, you have done enough messed up shit to understand that if someone doesn't like you, they just don't like you. They just don't like you.
I don't think he's mentally there.
And let me be perfectly honest. I'm not 100%. Honestly, I've seen that skit on SNL. Mm-hmm. I don't feel that was an SNL thing. I feel like Issa Rae kind of said that off top.
You said, okay.
I looked at it. She was just kind of like, oh, F him. I was like, oh yeah, that was off top. They didn't pay her to say that. That was off top.
Okay. No, yeah, but I did see that little skit that he perhaps is speaking. I didn't find offense with it per se.
It wasn't funny in my personal opinion, but no.
It wasn't. I didn't laugh the entire time, but
even if it does, so what? What? People say a lot more disrespectful shit on a regular basis. Are you really going to get mad because someone says F you? People say F me all the time.
He's been in Cali, hasn't he, for a long periodical time in a little bubble with his wife and her family. He's been in a bubble, so he's just disconnected from what it's like to be from freaking Chi-Town. That's how I feel. Recently, he has made some very good points, like the whole thing with the music industry and how attorneys should make it easier for musicians to understand their contracts. But let me kind of flip this around on you, right? If you are an artist and you know that's what you're going to do, you could always learn a little bit of the law so you can negotiate and read your own contract. That's what I'm saying. That comes from standpoint the community, like coming from the household you're coming from, like someone being able to teach you and you having the drive enough to go find out the information, because people like information to be placed in their hand. Like, I want to be a rapper, and then what about the business side of being a rapper? People, and that's exactly. No one wants to do the hard work. Nobody wants to sit down and say, hey, you know what? I can have the fun and the money, but maybe I should think about it this way. If most rappers learn how to negotiate their own contract and learn their own accounting, that would be 2 less people you have to pay to handle your money. Do your own thing. No, definitely. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know how we need to ingrain this within our communities, that we need to learn how to effectively make money and have it be perpetual throughout the entirety of your life. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something that we genuinely need to learn, because the way we function as a society or as a race now, we just want to get the money and spend it. We don't really want to earn it. We don't want to build something and acknowledge where it came from. And I feel like that's where the issue starts off. Because I'm tired of people talking about, I want to buy these Jordans. I want to get XYZ, but how are you going to earn it? Because it's like they think that these people just got what they wanted overnight. And that's not the case. Yeah. Well, as we are moving on in the times, this newer generation they are becoming a lot more woke, I would say. Whom? They're paying more attention to the way things are going. They're making a lot of changes. And I do feel like they're self-sufficient. Yeah. And I do hope, but some of them are dumb as shit, but I do hope that, we eating Tide Pods and shit, so... Yeah. No. Things will change, though, slowly but surely. I just feel like people need to stop wanting things just placed in their hand. I think that's where the change comes. I was going to make an inappropriate joke, but I'm going to keep it to myself. I saw that shit coming, too. But no. But, yo, this has been another episode of Complicated Discord. That's real.
Yeah, we were just kind of sitting here having some drinks, bringing up random topics this time. So I hope you enjoy the journey into madness. Come and join us again next week. Same bat. Oh, excuse me. Actually, no. Same Panther place, same Panther channel. We will never forget. Wakanda forever. Have a good one. Peace.